if you remember ଆମେ କଥା ହଉଥିଲୁ about climate change, ଠିକ ଅଛି। so ତମମାନେ ଏବେ ଘରେ ଅଛ and do you think climate change ର କିଛି effect ତମମାନେ feel କରିପାରୁଛ? climate change ଏବେ ତ at least I hope କ୍ଲାସ୍ ବେଳେ ଆମର only 5ଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ହେଇଛି, ଆଜି 6th କ୍ଲାସ୍। I don't know ଆମେ କେତେ ପଢିଛେ, but climate change ର effect do you feel କି climate change ର କିଛି effect you are able to ମାନେ ତମମାନେ କିଛି feel କରୁଛ ଏବେ ଘରେ ଅଛ ଯୋଉଠି ବି ଅଛ, do you think it is relevant?
Yes, sir.
କାହିଁକି ପ୍ରଭାତ କିଛି ରିଜନ କହିବ କ୍ଲାଇମେଟ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କାହିଁ
Sir,
ତମକୁ ଏଫେକ୍ଟ କରୁଛି କି? ହଁ କୁହ।
ସାର୍ ଏଇ ସିଜନ ରେ ସାର୍ ଏଇଟା ତ ବର୍ଷା ଋତୁ ନାହିଁ ସାର୍, ଏବେ ବି ମାନେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ବର୍ଷା ଫର୍ଷା ହଉଛି।
ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି ସେ ଦ୍ୟାଟ ଇଜ ୱାନ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିକେଟର କି ଆମର ମାନେ ଅଦିନିଆ ବର୍ଷା, ରାଇଟ୍? ଆମର ଆଜିକାଲି ସାଇକ୍ଲୋନ ବଢିଗଲାଣି, ବର୍ଷା ଅଜୀବ ଅଜୀବ ଟାଇମରେ ହଉଛି। ତ ମୁଁ ବି ତମକୁ ଏନକରେଜ କରିବି ଟିକେ ଏଇ ବିଷୟରେ ଭାବ, ହେଲା କି କେମିତି କ୍ଲାଇମେଟ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ତମ ଗାଁରେ କି ତମ ଚାରିଆଡେ କେମିତି ଇଫେକ୍ଟ ପକଉଛି, ଟିକେ ଆ ବିଷୟରେ ଭାବୁଥାଅ। ପସିବଲ ହେଲେ ଆମେ କେତେଟା ଏକ୍ସରସାଇଜ ଏଇଟା କରିବା, ଆମେ ଏକ୍ସରସାଇଜ ଦେଖିବା, ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେବି, ଦେଖିବା ହାଉ ଟୁ ଇନକଲକେଟ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍। So ଆମେ କ୍ଲାଇମେଟ ଚେଞ୍ଜ, ଆଫ୍ଟର ଡୁଇଙ୍ଗ କ୍ଲାଇମେଟ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଆମେ କଥା ହେଲୁ about especially about the different microorganisms। ଆମେ ଏଇଟା ଜାଣିଲୁ କି environmental biotechnology we are going to use microbes, ହେଲା। ଆମର ଟୁଲ୍ସ, ଆମ ଟୁଲ ହଉଛି ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ଅର୍ଗାନିଜମ୍ସ। and basically ଆମେ ପଢିଲୁ waste water treatment ବିଷୟରେ ଟିକେ ପଢିଥିଲୁ ଆମେ। waste water ରୁ କେମିତି ଆମେ how nitrogen and phosphorus is extracted, ଆଉ କେମିତି ତାକୁ reuse କରାଯାଏ। ଆମେ ତାର ଡିଟେଲରେ ପଢିବା, ବଟ୍ what I wanted to say is ଆମେ ତାର ବେସିକ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ଦେଖିଲୁ। ହଁ, ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ନଟ୍ ଜଷ୍ଟ ଜଷ୍ଟ ତାକୁ କାଢିଦବା, ପାଣିରୁ କାଢିଦବା, ବଟ୍ reusing that for human use, so that is very important। ଆମେ ବହୁତ ତାର ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଟପିକ ଆମେ ପଢିଲୁ ସଷ୍ଟେନେବଲ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ। ଆଜିକାଲି ଆମର ବହୁତ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ହଉଛି, ବହୁତ ଇଣ୍ଟରନେଟ ଆସିଲା ଆଜି, and but ଏଇ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ଯୋଗୁଁ we have pollution, right? so ତମର ବୋଧେ ଏନଭାୟରमेंटल ସାଇନ୍ସ ବି ଏଇ ସେମିଷ୍ଟର ଅଛି, so you are reading about air pollution, water pollution, ବହୁତ ଗୁଡେ ପଲ୍ୟୁସନ ବିଷୟରେ ବି ତମେ ପଢୁଛ। many of them are due to human activities, ସେଇଟା ବି ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ। ବଟ୍ ଏଇ ହ୍ୟୁମାନ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟିଜ ଇଫ୍ ଆମେ ଏମିତି କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରିବୁ, ଆମ ଜେନେରେସନ ପରେ, ଆମ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ଜେନେରେସନ ଯେବେ ଆସିବ, ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଏଇ ରିସୋର୍ସେସ୍ ନଥିବ କି ସରିଯାଇଥିବ। ଇଭେନ୍ ଦୋ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ରିନ୍ୟୁଏବଲ ରିସୋର୍ସେସ୍, ବଟ୍ ସେଇଟା ବି ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ କମି ଯାଉଛି। So ultimately what we are trying to do is to sustainable development, କି ଆମେ development ବି ହେବ as well as our resources will be preserved for the future generations। last duita class, right, class 4 and 5, we talked about the biogeochemical cycles। ଆମେ कार्बन, नाइट्रोजन, फॉस्फोरस, सल्फर बहुत गुड़ा biogeochemical cycles विषୟରେ पढ़िलु, जोथरे we saw that how these elements, carbon हो, nitrogen, how they move from, they get fixed in the sense केमती आम ପାଇଁ यूजेबल फॉर्म रे थाए, तापरे केमती एनवायरनमेंट को सेटा रिटर्न है जाए। सो बेसिकली साइक्लिंग ऑफ दिस एलिमेंट्स आमे एठी देखिलु। And most important component of this biogeochemical cycles we saw is the microorganisms। ଏବେ ବି ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ ଏନକରେଜ କରିବି କି ତୁମେ ସେ ସ୍ଲାଇଡଟା ଭଲରେ ପଢ଼, ଆଉ ବି ରିସୋର୍ସେସ୍ ହେଲେ ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ ପଠେଇବି। ସୋ ମେକ୍ ଶ୍योर କି ତୁମେ ସେ କୋଉ ଅର୍ଗାନିଜମ କ'ଣ ଷ୍ଟେପ୍ ଫଲୋ କରେ ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ ଯେମିତି ହେଲେ ଟିକେ ତମେ ମନେ ରଖିବ, ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ବାର ବାର whenever we come back ଆମର ଯାହା ବି ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଥର୍ଡ ୟୁନିଟ୍ କି ଫୋର୍ଥ ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଆମେ ଯେବେ ପଢିବୁ, we will keep referring to this biogeochemical cycles ହେଲା। So because all of these units are very interrelated, ତାକୁ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମକୁ biogeochemical cycles ର fundamentals ମନେ ରଖିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। Once we remember the biogeochemical cycles, ତାକୁ ଆମେ correlate କରିବା bioremediation ରେ, eutrophication ରେ, जो भी process ରେ ଆମେ bioremediation हो, जो भी process ଆମେ ନଉଛୁ ସେଥିରେ we will correlate with that. So I hope ତମେ ମୋ slide ବି ଦେଖି ପାରୁଛ। Today's topic that I mentioned is environmental factors and microbial growth ହେଲା। So from the biogeochemical cycles ଯୋଉଟା unit 1 ରେ ଥିଲା, I am actually moving to unit 2 where I am going to talk about the habitat or the ecosystem where the microorganisms exists ହେଲା। So ଆମେ basically ଆମେ କଥା ହେବା କି microorganisms को particular condition रे exist करନ୍ତି। So ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ I should insist कि ଆମର focus ରହିବ, we are going to look at microbes that exist in extreme climates। ଆମେ basically ଆମେ ସେଇଗୁଡ଼ାକୁ ଦେଖିବୁ ହେଲା। And mainly these microorganisms that exist in extreme environments, ଏଇଟା ଆମ ପାଇଁ applications ରେ ଆସେ, because they help us in doing the recycling हो कि remediation हो, ଯାହା ବି ତମେ କୁହ। So mainly these are responsible for that। So ଟିକେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା slide। Okay, so environmental factors and microbial growth। All right, so ଆମେ ଏବେ କଥା ହଉଥିଲୁ that microorganisms they sometimes exist in very extreme environments। Okay, they exist in very extreme inhospitable ହେଲା। Inhospitable ମାନେ where you cannot exist, where other organisms find it difficult to exist, difficult to exist। So inhospitable environment, extreme environments, you find these organisms। and ଆମେ ଆମର focus ରହିବ ତାଙ୍କର adaptations ଉପରେ, ସେମାନେ କେମିତି ସେ ଏଇ ଭଳିଆ extreme environment ରେ they are able to survive over there। କେତେଟା examples I have just mentioned। Bacteria such as Bacillus infernus are able to live over 2.4 kilometers below earth surface ହେଲା। just imagine ହେଲା। so this is almost 2000 meters below the earth surface। so ତାଙ୍କର condition ଦେଖ, so they are living below the earth surface ହେଲା, and they are living without oxygen। okay, so ତାଙ୍କର environment କ'ଣ anaerobic environment, and temperatures above 60 degrees centigrade। so normally ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ we have this practice कि ଆମେ ପାଣି को boil କରୁଛୁ and then you are able to drink। okay, so boil କଲେ କ'ଣ ହୁଏ, microorganisms they die। so but then you can see then some of them even survive in this extreme temperatures। ଆଉ କେତେ microorganisms they able to survive at great ocean depths। ଆମେ ଏଇଟା ବି ପଢିବା, ଏଇ ବିଷୟରେ ପଢିବା। we will talk about how they are able to survive in difficult situations ହେଲା। great ocean depths ଆଉ lakes where they have high sodium chloride concentration ହେଲା। so ଆଜିର ଟପିକ mainly ମୁଁ କନଫାଇନ୍ କରିବି ଏଇ sodium chloride concentration ଯୋଉଟା ହେଇଥାଏ, how they are able to survive। so microorganisms that grow in such harsh conditions are called as extremophiles। okay, extremophiles, they are called as extremophiles। এই টার্মটা মনে রাখিব ହେଲା। so this is the general term that we use to describe all of them। we call them as extremophiles, that are microorganisms that survive in extreme conditions। now all microorganisms must respond to that change ହେଲା। so because the environment our dynamic environment, it is constantly changing, and the microorganisms must respond ହେଲା। respond ଅନ୍ୟ ଅର୍ଥ ତମେ କହିପାରିବ adapt। they should be able to sorry spelling ଭୁଲିଗଲା, this should be adapt, ADPT, ADAPT Okay, adapt. So they must be able to respond or adapt to the changes in their environment. All organisms have a characteristic range. ହେଲା ଏ range अर्थ कौन high or low values beyond which the microorganism cannot survive. So they have a low point ହେଲା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ high point over. So between this only, this is the range that they are able to survive. Now within this range, okay, within this range there is an optimal value where the growth is the best. ତମେ if ପଢିଥିବ ତମର microbiology ରେ you would have read about the log lag growth stage. ଏଟା ବହୁତ ଗୁଡା ପଢିଥିବ. Just ମୁଁ roughly I am going to say ଗୋଟେ low stage ଥାଏ, ଗୋଟେ optimal growth ଥାଏ, ଗୋଟେ high stage ଥାଏ. So basically you have the three places. Optimal growth ମାନେ optimal value ଯୋଉଥିରେ growth ଟା maximum ହୁଏ. ହେଲା so ଆମେ ଏଇ जो characteristic range କହୁଛୁ କ'ଣ ସେଇଟା? Okay, so this a characteristic range of certain environmental parameters. ହେଲା environmental parameters. So ଆମେ ଏଇ section ରେ କେତେଟା environmental parameters ବିଷୟରେ କଥା ହବା and especially the ranges, and especially we'll talk about the microorganisms that stay at the opposite ends. Okay, so either at the lower end or the higher end. This is what we're going to look at. So we briefly review the effects of the most important environmental factors on the microbial. So ଆମେ କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ଦେଖିବା? First we will look at solutes and water activity. Solutes ମାନେ ଆମର particular what you can say elements that are present, okay, in the water. ଆମେ କଥା ହବା solutes ବିଷୟରେ. This is A, and B କଥା ହବା water activity ବିଷୟରେ. I will introduce water activity. Next ଆମେ କଥା ହବା pH, okay, then we'll talk about temperature, okay, then we'll talk about oxygen level, and then about pressure, and then finally about radiation. So a almost ketara dekhucho 1 2 3 4 5 7. So there are 7 factors, okay, 7 environmental factors. How bhi bahut guda achi, but amo a course re we will confine ourselves to talk about 7 factors which affect the microbial growth. How ame kotha haba ki both the ends hala mu kahutile extreme temperature, we'll talk about the extreme situation. So let us focus on the very first one. So solutes, okay, solutes affect osmosis and water activity. So duita jinsa generally हुए when we consider about solution or solutes. गोटे आम देखा osmosis केमती हुए, आ गोटे आम देखा water activity कौन. So I hope you are clear about the word solution. Solution भितर थाए solutes. So for example we have water, either आमे salt or sugar. आमे आ भितरे कौन करछु dissolve करछु. So when we dissolve this, so we can call this salt or sugar as solutes. So that's how things are. So आमे कथा हवा osmosis. Okay, osmosis. So water is a very critical component of all organisms. Most of the organisms they require water for survival. But if the amount of water increases or decreases, that could become destructive. So water बेसी amount रे भी दरकार नहीं कि बेसी कम भी हेबा कथा. So it should be in a balanced particular situation. And water भितरे whenever we have some solutes, हम कौन कथा है either salt हो sugar हो, so it could be sodium, could be potassium. So either sodium or potassium जोटा भी हमारे present हो water, so that alters माने changes, okay, that changes the behavior of water. How water जब थाए हमें गोटे फेनोमेना जोटा मुझे मेंशन करिछि osmosis, हम जनरली osmosis देखुछ. ହେଲା। osmosis ବିଷୟରେ ତମେ ଆଗରୁ ବି ପଢିଥିବ। osmosis କଣ? osmosis is a phenomenon observed when two solutions are separated by a semi-permeable membrane that allows movement of water but not solutes. So এই যে ଗୋଟେ animation side ରେ ଦେଇଛି ତମେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଥିବ। So we have water, এটা blue color ରେ ତମେ ଦେଖୁଛ water, ଆଉ ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି sugar ହେଲା। ଆଉ ଏଇ ମଝିରେ ତମେ ଦେଖୁଛ there is a selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane कौन करुच्ची? खाली water को allow करुच्ची move करने को, है ना? Water को allow करुच्ची but sugar को allow करनी move करने को. So you can see the sugar is confined a area. Sugar आभितरे अच्छी, but water is able to move in or move out. Now water को direction रे flow करे, water moves from solution with lower solute concentration to those with higher solute concentration. So at the beginning of the animation देखो, the water is actually agro at a full thila, but धीरे धीरे it is moving towards the other side over here. So जोठी हमारो जो sugar component जोठी बहुत अच्छी, sugar component जोठी अच्छी, so ସେଥିରେ से move କରୁଛି ହେଲା। ସो ଏଠି ତମେ ଦେଖୁଛ low sugar concentration, ଏଠି higher sugar concentration ଦେଖୁଛ, sugar molecules ଏଠି ଅଛି, ଏଠି higher water concentration, ଏଟା lower water concentration, but because sugar ଏଠି present ଥିଲା, water is now flowing inside, water is able to flow inside. So osmosis is basically movement like that. Now in microorganisms ଆମେ କେମିତି ବୁଝିବା ଦେଖ। So microorganisms may be affected by the solute concentration in their surroundings. Kahinki? Because they have a semi-permeable plasma membrane. ଆମେ ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ third class ରେ କଥା ହଉଥିଲୁ the different components of the cell. Okay, ତମମାନେ you are very well aware of. Again we won't go back to that. So most of the organisms have a plasma membrane. Now plasma membrane ର କାମ ହେଲା that it acts as a boundary between the cell and the external environment. And this plasma membrane is semi-permeable. That is, it allows some components to go in and some it obstructs the other components. So ଆମେ ଯେବେ ଆମେ ଦୁଇଟା actually there are three types of solution ଆମେ କହିପାରିବା। ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି ହାଇପୋଟୋନିକ, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି ହାଇପରଟୋନିକ, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି ଆଇସୋଟୋନିକ। ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଲେଖିନି ବଟ୍ ଜଷ୍ଟ ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଲେଖିଦେବି ସାଇଡରେ ଆଇସୋଟୋନିକ ହେଲା। ସୋ ହାଇପୋଟୋନିକ ସଲ୍ୟୁସନ ମାନେ କ'ଣ? where there is lower solute concentration, in the sense solute could be sugar or salt, whatever you can say. So ସେଥିରେ ବେଶୀ salt ନାହିଁ କି ବେଶୀ sugar ନାହିଁ। ହାଇପରଟୋନିକ ମାନେ ହାୟର ସଲ୍ୟୁଟ୍ କନସେନ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ୍। ସୋ जो सेल भितरे जोटा हमर अछि दैट एलिमेंट आउ बाहर जोटा अछि बाहर बेसी अछि। सो यू कैन इमेजिन द सॉल्ट दैट इज ए हाइपोटोनिक रे बाहर the amount of salt is less, whereas inside the cell it is more. Whereas hypertonic रे हम कोन देखुछु is higher solute concentration, माने बाहर the concentration is higher और cell भितर कम अछि। Isotonic माने they are at the same levels हैला। एटा मोटे साइड रे लिखि दउछि। सो सेम लेवल्स एठी भी तमे देखि पारुछो, ए फिगर रे तमे देखि पारुथबो हाइपरटोनिक हाइपोटोनिक देखो हाइपोटोनिक रे माने बाहर लोअर कंसंट्रेशन अछि हैला। सो बिकॉज बाहर लोअर कंसंट्रेशन अछि हम कोन पढिलु दैट वाटर आपको टिके अंडरलाइन करबा हम water moves from solutions with lower solute concentrations to higher solute concentrations है ना। So से lower ru higher को जाए है ना। Water moves from lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration. So hypotonic रे हम देखिले is that there is lower solute concentration. So पानी जहाँ water that is outside, okay, that may go inside the cell. Now if the cell supports a vacuole, if the cell has a vacuole size increase. Now if बहुत ही हाइपोटोनिक सॉल्यूशन होची माने बिल्कुल बाहर सॉल्यूट ही नहीं, ओके, then what happens? The entire water now goes into the cell. So the danger कौन? Cell might burst due to influx of water. है ना? So basically water will go inside and that will burst the cell over. So that is how that is one problem that the hypotonic solution presents. Isotonic रे equal concentration होची तो cell size संगर किसी हमारा problem होना है. Now, what about hypertonic solution? Hypertonic solution हमें देखिए it is the higher solute concentration. So बाहर है the solute is higher. So could be salt, could be sugar. सेटा बाहर है बहुत अच्छे. So कौन होगा? Water moves from the lower concentration to higher concentration. So जहाँ भी cell भितरे water थिला that will move out. So what will happen? Water will flow out of the cell. Okay, and the membrane shrinks from the cell wall. Again, mostly mu confine karuchi plant because mostly you will find the cell wall in plant cells. So what you see here is that the water moves out and ये जो cell membrane थिला plasma membrane जोटा cell wall संग्रह लागे थिला it is now moved inside, shrink है गला सेटा. So the membrane shrinks. Okay, shrinks from the cell wall. It is shrinking. चारियाडो सेटा भीतर को पसिगला. Okay, so कौन है पारे? So dehydration, dehydration, right? Water टा loss हो जाउची. So dehydration damages plasma membrane and the cell becomes metabolically inactive because some water has moved out. So this will get compressed and dehydrate ହେଇଯିବ and cell will become non-functional. So a particular slide aim hochi that I'm trying to explain is due to extreme conditions, either hypertonic or hypotonic. So a normal cell will face this situation. So hypotonic solution the cell might burst. Hypertonic it might shrink, dehydrate and it will die. So this is the problem that we are facing. So what is the microbial response? How does a microbe respond to that? So generally the presence in the plant cells is the cell wall. Cell wall ro kama kon? This prevents over expansion of the plasma membrane. Okay, so आम देखुथिलु एटी hypotonic रे that because of the influx of water the cell might burst. So cell wall कौन करे? सेट prevent करे. Cell wall prevents the over expansion of the plasma membrane. Okay, so this is what they do. जो microorganisms रो wall नहीं, wall-less microorganisms can be protected by reducing the osmotic concentration of their cytoplasm. So ସେମାନେ कौन करते? ताकि cytoplasm रे जहाँ concentration था solutes रो ताकि alter करते. Okay, so they change the solute concentration. So they might release the solutes outside or they might take in the solutes inside. So they are able to alter. They are able to alter the osmotic concentration over here. किसी कौच ओके लिंगराज किसी कौच okay, all right. So as I was telling you, they are this one कौन करते तांकर solute concentration को reduce करते increase करते over here. Okay, so this is how they are able to control the situation. So microorganisms use several mechanisms to lower the solute concentration. So how they to control the solute concentration, so on both good approaches achi. So we will have a look at some of the approaches. So in order to control the solute, they have something called the mechanosensitive channels. Okay, आपको short required as MS channels. I mean it biochemistry तुम पढ़ी but I'm not going to discuss this in detail. Just this is how they are able to deal with the hypertonic or hypotonic situation. Okay, so the presence of mechanosensitive channels. So some bacteria have these MS channels in their plasma membrane. So in the hypotonic environment, the membrane stretches due to increase in hydrostatic pressure and cellular swelling. এটা ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ hypotonic environment. So କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି solute जोटा cytoplasm ରେ ଅଛି that is more higher concentration. So water is able to come inside. Okay, so the membrane stretch out. Plasma membrane is stretching. So immediately when there is a pressure on the plasma membrane, these MS channels they open. है they open. एठी तुम देखो पारछो that ये जहाँ solute थिला it is now opening. Okay, the MS channel open hela and they open and allow the solutes to leave. They are allowing it to go outside. Okay, there ଯେମିତି membrane tension ଆସୁଛି ସେ expand ହେଉଛି ହେଲା ଆଉ ତମର MS channel ସେମାନେ ଖୋଲୁଛନ୍ତି. So when they open, they allow the solutes to escape. So the MS channel act as escape valves to protect cells from bursting. So এই যেମିତି hypotonic situation ରେ ବେଶୀ ଯେମିତି water inflow ହେବନି, immediately they release the solutes so that the water level is maintained over there. So this is one response that the microbes have to hypotonic situations. We can also talk about protists. Anybody, can you tell me what is a protist? ତମେ ପ୍ରୋକାରିଓଟ୍ସ ପଢିଥିବ, ୟୁକାରିଓଟ୍ସ ପଢିଥିବ, ପ୍ରୋଟିଷ୍ଟ କ'ଣ? Anybody? ପ୍ରୋଟିଷ୍ଟ ଅର୍ଥ କ'ଣ?
Sir, unicellular organism.
Any unicellular? କ'ଣ କହିଲ? ୟୁନିସେଲ୍ୟୁଲାର କହିଲ କି ଲିଙ୍ଗରାଜ?
Yes, sir.
ୟୁନିସେଲ୍ୟୁଲାର.
Unicellular.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ପ୍ରଭାତ. ଆଚ୍ଛା ୟୁନିସେଲ୍ୟୁଲାର. ଓକେ, ଆମେ ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବା. So basically protist is a eukaryotic organism. ହେଲା ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ସେୟାର କରୁଛି. ନାଇଁ ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ ଜଷ୍ଟ କପି କରୁଛି ଏଠି. So protist is a eukaryotic organism, okay, that is not an animal, plant or fungus. ହେଲା so ଆମେ ଦେଖ I mean you can consider what ଆମେ ପ୍ରୋକାରିଓଟ୍ସ ଦେଖିଲୁ, ୟୁକାରିଓଟ୍ସ ଦେଖିଲୁ, ସୋ ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ବି ୟୁନିସେଲ୍ୟୁଲାର ଥାଇପାରନ୍ତି. ବଟ୍ ପ୍ରୋଟିଷ୍ଟ କାହିଁକି ଏସ୍ପେଶାଲି କୁହାଯାଉଛି ଇଜ୍ ବିକଜ ଆମେ ତାକୁ କ୍ଲାସିଫାଏ କରିପାରୁନାହୁଁ. ଓକେ, ଇଟ୍ସ ଆ ୟୁକାରିଓଟିକ୍ ଅର୍ଗାନିଜମ୍ସ ବଟ୍ we cannot classify them either as an animal, plant or fungus. Okay, so এটা ମୁଁ just ଏଠି ଲେଖିବି. So protist is a eukaryote. It's a eukaryote, but we cannot classify it as an animal, plant or fungus. ହେଲା ଏଇ ପିକ୍ଚର ତମେ ଯାହା ଦେଖୁଛ is of paramecium. ହେଲା a paramecium is something is a protist, okay, and it uses with a tool called contractile vacuoles. ହେଲା so ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲେ bacteria ରେ MS channels ଅଛି, mechanosensitive channels. Protists ରେ ତାଙ୍କର ଅଛି contractile vacuoles. So ଏଠି ଯେମିତି animation ରେ ତମେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଛ is say ପାଣି I mean like it is able to absorb the water, so it increases in size and then it is able to release the water. Okay, it is able to release the water. So protists ତାଙ୍କର hypotonic solution situation को ଏଇ ଭଳିଆ control କରନ୍ତି using the contractile vacuoles. ହେଲା ତମେ ଏଇ ବିଷୟରେ ବି ଟିକେ ପଢି ପାରିବ. ହେଲା so these are two responses. So a microbial response in hypotonic situation. So hypotonic ଆମେ କ'ଣ ଦେଖିଲେ? Hypotonic is basically when the solute concentration inside the cell is more. Okay, hypotonic solution ମାନେ the solute concentration inside the cell is more than outside. So ଏଇ ଦୁଇଟା situation ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ. So MS channel ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି contractile vacuoles. So next ଆମେ ପଢିବା about hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. So hypertonic environment रे how do these microorganisms survive? ଆମେ ଦେଖ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଏଇ ଟର୍ମସ୍ ଆସିବ ଆମର ଆମେ ଅଲରେଡି ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖିଛୁ ଇଜ୍ extremophiles. So we read about extremophiles. So microorganisms that grow in harsh conditions. Here ତମେ ଦେଖୁଛ I am using another term now, osmophiles. Osmophiles. So osmophiles are microorganisms that adapt to extreme, what is important here, hypertonic environments. Hypertonic environments. So এই ফিগরটা মনে রাখিব hypertonic. Hypertonic রে কোন হচ্ছে যে outside the solute concentrationଥାଏ সেটা বেশিଥାଏ ଆଉ water generally moves out of the cell outside, so the cell shrinks. Okay, so this is the situation that I'm talking about. So osmophiles କଣ କରନ୍ତି, they are able to adapt to this situation. So they also used to refer to organisms that require higher concentration of sugar. So osmophiles ଆକୁ ବି କୁହାଯାଏ microorganisms that require higher concentration of sugars. এই osmophiles ଭିତରେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ term ବି ଆସେ is halophiles. Halophiles କଣ? Halophiles are microorganisms that require the presence of sodium chloride at concentration about 0.2 moles. Okay, so there is a particular range. ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ graph ଦେଖିବା, ଏ graph ଦେଖିବା ଆମେ. So this is a rough kind of graph. ଏ ଚାରି ପ୍ରକାର ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବୁ how and microorganisms behave towards sodium chloride concentration or salt concentration in the environment. So some organisms are non-halophiles. So blue color এটা দেখুছো. So basically if এটা salt concentration is increasing, এটা growth rate, এটা হচ্ছে growth rate. So if salt concentration ବଢୁଛି ତମେ ଦେଖ ଏ blue curve ଟା, okay, ସେ କଣ ହଉଛି decrease ହେଇଯାଉଛି. So non-halophile. So the microorganisms that cannot exist in the presence of salt, ସେମାନେ they die out. Okay, they die out. So ଯେତିକି ବଢିବ salt concentration, the non-halophiles die. Okay. Another category you see is moderately halophile. Moderately halophile ମାନେ they can exist ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଟିକେ salt concentration ଦରକାର. Okay, so not zero but slightly more. So they exist and there is an optimal value. So if it is 2 moles, okay, 2 moles they are able to exist, optimal growth hoji. But if it increases, if the salt concentration increases more than 3, then they die. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ category ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା is halotolerant. Halotolerant ମାନେ they can tolerate the presence of salt. Okay, so they don't exactly like it, but they're able to tolerate that. Even if salt set ଅଛି ସେମାନେ survive କରିଯାନ୍ତି. So again they exist as up to 3 moles. Okay, so growth is decreasing but they are able to survive up to 3 moles. Finally we have the extreme halophiles. Extreme halophiles ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଯେମିତି ହେଲେ ବି at least 2 moles ଦରକାର ହେଲା, they require 2 moles of sodium chloride and ଆଉ ଯେତିକି ବଢିଲେ ବି they are increasing. Okay? Their growth rate is increasing. So our concentration will be on the extreme halophiles. ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ଏଇ particular unit ରେ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ about extreme halophiles or microorganisms that can survive in extreme concentration of sodium chloride. So halophiles generally are able to live in their high salt habitats. କାହିଁକି? Because they synthesize or obtain from the environment called compatible solutes. So ମୁଁ ଯାହା କହୁଥିଲି, all organisms have to adapt to their environment and one of the coping mechanism is to use the compatible solutes. So compatible solutes use करके ସେମାନେ high salt environment रे survive କରନ୍ତି. Okay, So ये compatible solutes कौन है? So compatible solutes are kept at high intercellular concentration without interfering with the metabolism or growth. So ये जो compatible solutes अच्छी माने से माने they can be kept at high concentration. They can be kept at high intracellular concentration. So cell within they can be concentrated over here. So even if they are concentrated, ସେମାନେ metabolism or growth को hamper କରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ. They don't. So they don't hamper. Okay. They don't interfere. So they don't hamper the metabolism of growth. केतरा examples हम देखिए inorganic molecules such as potassium chloride और organic molecules such as choline, betaines, okay, amino acids, proline and glutamic acid. Right? So these are compatible solutes. So they can be present inside the what you can say about the inside the cell, and they have absolutely no problem. They do not affect the metabolism of growth. Okay. So many organisms, whether in the hypotonic or hypertonic, use the compatible solutes. So either someone a hypotonic situation रे थांतु या hypertonic situation रे थांतु, many of them use the compatible solutes. Using the compatible solutes, they are able to keep the osmotic concentration somewhat above that of the habitat. So semane they are able to maintain the osmotic
Incoming
pressure.
call from Sudeep Das.
So they are able to match the osmotic concentration. Even highly microorganisms, even we are able to do it in fungus and photosynthetic protists also. ସେମାନେ ବି ଏଇଭଳିଆ they are able to maintain the compatible solutes. ସେମାନେ use କରନ୍ତି sucrose or polyols, sorbitol, glycerol, mannitol ସେମାନେ use କରନ୍ତି. Whereas in microorganisms ସେମାନେ use କରନ୍ତି potassium chloride, choline, betaines, amino acids such as proline and glutamic acid. So these are compatible solutes. So say instead of sodium chloride, ସେମାନେ ଏଇ compatible solutes use करके they are able to survive in this difficult environment. So extreme halophiles मुझे कहूଥିଲି, so they require sodium chloride between 3 moles to 6.2 moles. So ये graph को तुम देखो minimum 3 ରୁ so they are able to survive this difficult situation. So ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ମୁଁ example तुमको ଦଉଛି halobacterium. Halobacterium is isolated from the Dead Sea. ଏଇଟା ଇସ୍ରାଏଲ ଆଉ ଜୋର୍ଡାନ ଏଇଟା ଦୁଇଟା country ମିଡିଲ ଇଷ୍ଟରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ତା ଭିତରେ ଏଇ particular Dead Sea ଅଛି ହେଲା. Dead Sea କାହିଁକି କୁହାଯାଏ ତାକୁ? Because that has very high salt concentration ଆଉ ସେଠି ଆଉ କୋଉ organism ବି survive କରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ ହେଲା. तुमको ସେଠି fishes ମିଳିବନି କି ଆଉ କିଛି ବି ମିଳିବନି, even planktons ମିଳିବନି, କିଛି ବି ମିଳିବନି. So they are able to survive in such difficult environments. So halobacterium is a archaea, right? And it is able to survive in the Dead Sea uh, environment as well. ହେଲା. ଆଉ mainly जोटी salt concentration बहुत था, पूरा saturation ଥାଏ, so they are able to survive in that situation. You can see this is the halobacterium. How to हम halobacterium विषय पढ़ेगा. So these are extremely halophilic archaea. They accumulate enormous amounts of potassium and chloride ions. मुझे आपको होती compatible solutes. Potassium chloride ions को ସେମାନେ बहुत गुड़ा accumulate करते. So they remain hypertonic to their environment. So they do not allow the water to move out of the cell. So their internal potassium concentration can reach up to 4 to 7 moles. Yeah? So they are able to maintain the potassium level. So potassium level को increase करके they are able to balance out the sodium chloride level. केमती से maintain करते? To do so, their enzymes, ribosomes, and transport protein require high potassium levels for stability and activity. So तांको function करवा पाई itself they require high potassium levels. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ is in addition their plasma membrane and cell walls are established by high concentration of sodium ion. So ତମେ ଦେଖୁଛ ତମର ସାଇଟୋପ୍ଲାଜମ ରେ ହାଇ ଲେଭେଲ୍ସ ଅଫ ପୋଟାସିୟମ ରହୁଛି ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ଲାଜମା ମେମ୍ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଆଉ ସେଲ୍ ୱାଲ୍ ରେ ହାଇ କନସେନ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ୍ ଅଫ sodium ion ରହୁଛି. So this is how they are able to survive in the high concentration of sodium chloride. Hello. If the sodium concentration decreases too much, okay, the wall and plasma membrane disintegrate. Hello. Such extreme halophiles have successfully adapted to the environmental conditions which destroys other organisms. So ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ ଟିକେ screenshot तुमको ଦେଖଉଛି ଏଇ जो water body ରେ ଦେଖୁଛ ଏ red color. This is because of the halobacterium. This is because of the halobacterium. ଏଇଟା white ଯାହା ଦେଖୁଛ is the salt. Salt concentration ଏତେ ହେଇଛି and you see the in red you are seeing the halophiles that is able to survive in this sort of water. So these extreme halophiles are able to adapt to the environmental condition. Okay. So however, in the process, they have become so specialized that they have lost out ecological flexibility. So halophiles are got a problem. They are unable to survive in the normal environment. They are unable to adapt to the normal environment. They only require high concentration of this salt salt. So this is someone adapt କରିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି but they are unable to survive in the normal environment over here. ଠିକ ଅଛି so I will stop here. water activity ବିଷୟରେ କହିବିନି କାହାକୁ କିଛି ପଚାରିବାର ଅଛି ତ you can ask. This is all about osmosis. Osmosis ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ water is moving from lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration. ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ the three kinds of solution: hypertonic, hypotonic, isotonic. Isotonic we are not discussing. We basically talked about hypotonic solution and the hypertonic solution. So hypertonic we देखिलो is that the solute concentration inside the soil, inside the cell is higher, so water moves in. Hypertonic the solute concentration outside is more, so water moves out. So that is the major difference between either of that. So ମୁଁ ଏଠି stop କରିବି. Next class ରେ I will talk about water activity. ହେଲା, we will talk about the water activity. କାହାକୁ କିଛି ପଚାରିବାର ଅଛି? Any questions till now? Yes. ଆଉ କିଛି ପଚାରିବାର ଅଛି?
No, sir.
Okay, Prabhat. ଠିକ ଅଛି. So if there are no questions, ଆଉ ଥରେ ମୁଁ କହିବି ସୁମିତ୍ରା that you mail ହେଲା, either ତମେ mail କର, mail ତ ମୋ ପାଖକୁ ଏବେ ଯାଏଁ ଆସିନି. If possible ହଉନି ତମେ you send the okay, Sumitra ଆସିଲା. I got your answer sheet. If possible ହଉଛି ଟିକେ ଫିରୋଜ ପ୍ରଧାନ ଆଉ ରୀନା ମାଝୀକୁ ଟିକେ ତମମାନେ reach out କର so that ସେ answer sheet ପଠାନ୍ତୁ. And ମୁଁ ଦେଖିବି I'll try to schedule a class either tomorrow or day after tomorrow. ଆମେ କଥା ହେବା about water activity, pH, ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଆମେ ଯାହା ଏଇ ସ୍ଲାଇଡରେ ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ା ରଖିଛି ଆମେ ତା ବିଷୟରେ ଆମେ କଥା ହେବା ହେଲା. So today we have only talked about solutes ହେଲା. ଆମକୁ କଥା ହେବାର ଅଛି about water activity, pH, temperature, oxygen, pressure ଆଉ radiation. ଆମେ ପ୍ରତି different environmental factor ରେ ଦେଖିବା କି କୋଉ organisms survive କରୁଛନ୍ତି, extreme environment ରେ survive କରୁଛନ୍ତି. Okay. So I am recording this lecture. Some lecture तुमको page रे share करीबी. I hope you are going through the lecture. If के by chance कुछ miss करूँ then you can also find the video of the class